Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back. So today we're going to be taking a look at a couple new products I found and some things you might want to avoid and some kind of history to go behind these. So with that being said, let's get started. Everything here is linked down below in the order we check them out. So first of all, we're going to start with the Eachine Cavitar. This is a 2.5 inch scene whoop. Now, if you don't need a 2.5 inch scene whoop for a specific use case, I totally highly advise to avoid these. Unless you need them for a specific use case, because most of these are usually hit and miss. So if you need one just to fly around and enjoy, there's plenty out there that are much better price, and will fly even longer. So that's just something to put out there. I'm not saying this is bad. I'm just saying there's a high probability of it being a miss than it being a hit. So keep that in mind when picking stuff like this up. Skyzone released their own name brand called AtomRC. They're getting into flight controllers, ESCs, and everything else. And this is one of those designs, the complete package. They don't come with receivers currently, but they do fly very well. At least this one is the one that I've tested, and it flies very well. I'll have that video finished in a couple days and probably release it. Flies like any other toothpick. There isn't really much else to say about it. The frame is a one-piece bottom plate, which is kind of, most of these are the same way, really, so you can't really complain that much there. And overall, it's pretty good, but it is lacking documentation, and that's about it. But it does come pretty self-explanatory, so that comes back to you. They're very well priced as well, so yeah. Next is the Flywheel Explorer. Now, everybody knows this one. I know this one. But what I really want to emphasize here is the naked quadcopter trend, what I'm hoping actually takes off, which means it's a quadcopter without the video transmitter, receiver, and or VT or camera. Sorry about that. So without camera, video transmitter, or receiver. And that way, you know, quadcopters would be a lot cheaper. You could pick up the quad and later on, probably from your other quadcopters, put a video transmitter and a camera and a receiver, and you're good to go. The price will be much cheaper on the company, and obviously that'll reflect down to you as well. And it just makes things so much easier for everybody, especially a lot of people who are already in the hobby have a ton of parts laying around. This way they won't go to waste. And I really hope we see more companies do this, and please leave comments down below to let them know about that. So the Sharkbite system is on Banggood. I don't know when it was actually released. I haven't been keeping up on this stuff. But this is kind of the closest thing you can get, especially if you have a fat shark or you just bought an orca. These might be the best alternative to HD currently. You could probably go for. I think I'm pretty confident it'll be compatible with the orca, but I don't know how you would mount this thing. But it'll be pretty interesting to see this very soon. Hopefully I get my hands on one. Not really very excited for it, but yeah, it's just something I just wanted to point out here. So this is something, I don't want to say interesting because there's really nothing interesting about it. It's a new company called Home FPV. Now, when you see something like this, especially something as complicated as this, or takes a lot of effort and experience to design and build, I would kind of avoid, especially from a new company. You know, new companies are more likely going to be hit and miss. And it's not about the hardware most of the time. It's usually, it comes down to ESCs. That's where you have to be very picky with ESCs. Because if the dead time is wrong, you'll have noise. You could burn a motor. You could burn a FET. It won't last long. You could plug it in and catch on fire. So with these, you want to wait and try to see a long use case. I'd highly recommend if you're planning on getting one of these all-on boards, do your research. Make sure you know something has been used quite for some time now, and don't always jump on the latest things. Just wait a bit on them, because sometimes, you know, things don't show up right away, and it takes about a month or two for issues to show up. So just be very careful when picking up new products. I mean if the price kind of fits your budget and you want to take the risk, then go ahead and do that. But keep the community aware if anything were to happen, and make sure it's not a user error, because a lot of people, you know, will have a user error and will just blame the company. That's how it is nowadays. So it's really difficult. So if you see the same complaint more than once, then you know you have some kind of an issue there. Here we have the Brother Hobby 2004. So this is the 2004 motor size, which I'm very excited for, and I'm planning on a couple builds with these. I'll be getting these in for review, and I'll be thrust testing them to see what kind of results we get and what kind of efficiency. So yeah, that's something to look forward to here. Beta FPV 1106 4500 kV. And now the reason why I put it here is because recently we have just an absolute huge range of motors, and I'm actually, me personally, am lost. Like, I am lost. There's so many things out there that I don't even know if you guys even know what's good anymore and what's bad and what for what use case. So I'm trying to figure out or think of a way to put some numbers and some meaning to most of this. Now there are some, but I want to put some concrete numbers behind this instead of how it feels. I mean, how it feels is also pretty important, but the numbers usually speak more than how it feels. Especially if you wanted to do something that, you know, like a long flight time or just more power, or you'll be flying at 50% throttle most of the time, so you want to know how it performs in that range. So I'm trying to come up with a very creative way, and also a way to record all of this on some sort of a web format that you can access, kind of like mini quad test bench, whatever. I forgot what it was called. I haven't seen that website in so long. Like one of those, but in a different way. At least because my testing is slightly different. But I should give you pretty consistent numbers between them with my testing methodology, so you can kind of get an idea and you could compare results. But it should give you just real numbers on each product. And yeah, that's yeah. Honestly, I'm lost with motors now. There's so many out there, so many different KVs, so many different options, so many different propellers. It's so hard to keep up. I can't even keep up anymore. Before, I used to get a lot of messages, I can't keep up. Now I can't keep up. I don't even know what's going on now. I have so many things that backed up I still need to review, and unable to fly currently due to the whole new EU regulations. I need to get my paperwork in place, and then I could go start flying again, hopefully by the end of this month. So yeah, that's life for you. Anyways, everything's linked down below. Make sure you check out Ask FPV, where it compares all of the websites for the best price of whatever product you're searching for. Not only that, you could help people there and win rewards and or get help. If you have any problems there, you can go ahead and ask, and it's an absolute beautiful application I've been working on, just busting my ass on. There's no ads. It's absolutely clear, and you just enjoy. It's all about the user. And I'm planning on making this as the absolute toolkit for FPV. Soon there'll be like frequently asked questions, like really good mini tutorials for just about everything, also in a specific section in there. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes on that application. That's where all of my focus is really going right now. And well, that's it, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Everything is linked down below if you could check them out. Those Girly Support channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.